Yo, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Today was the first trading day of 2025, and it wasn't the best day for me. It wasn't wrong or ideal that I did anything wrong, but it wasn't profitable, obviously. But that's okay. We're going to take these trades, learn from them, move on with it. It was only the first day after all. So I just wanted to go over these trades and show you the psychology or my mindset behind it, how I'm processing these trades and these losses, and how I'm moving on from them and learning from them. So my first trade, I can start out there. I probably should have had a little more patience with it. I'll show you how I could went through my whole checklist. I didn't do anything wrong here. I went through my whole checklist, such as I start with checking the 15-minute trend, just seeing and getting my higher time frame trend. And I look for a few more confluences and go look for my entry model on the 1 minute time frame. And it presented itself, but it was a little not ideal, a little sketchy, because it also, I can see how this could be also a sell here, which would have led to this push here. But for me, in my eyes, and the way I trade with my rules, trend takes priority, and it's currently in an uptrend on the Nasdaq right now. And you can see that here it has it transition the 15-minute and 30-minute, and even on the daily, it's starting to push up a little more. You can see it's starting to push up a little bit. So I see it's transitioning to an uptrend, and it's currently in an uptrend. So that buy side bias was how I tailored my trades, this at least. And as you can see, it was a loss, but I probably could have had a little more patience for that, because it seems that the bias was correct that it wanted to go up, but it seems that price also wanted to sweep this liquidity here. It's not showing in this broker, but in a different broker that I was analyzing and actually trading on. This liquidity here was swept, and then it pushed back to the upside. So in my eyes, it is an extremely valid loss. It's just that price wanted to sweep liquidity and then run up to the upside and would have hit profit. So it's okay. I also do see the sell here, but like I said, I followed my rules, and with my rules, trend takes priority. So that's why I was just looking for a buy there, and I just took it. It was the first trade of the new year. Had to get the first trade jitters out, and I just had to get my feet back wet in the market. I've been out of it the last few weeks, because the holiday time. So just getting back into it. And these are the type of examples where you really want to make sure you're always live trading whenever you can, because this is like a muscle you got to keep working at and keep getting back into and getting it back into shape. So it was good to get back in there and just get a feel back again for it. And as I can see, I don't think I did anything wrong. I think it's just a valid loss. I could have, if anything, just exercised a little more patience and just waited maybe for the next trade opportunity I had, because it did present. I do see a buy and a sell from this setup here. And then I moved on to the next trade, and it was still kind of the same ordeal. I'm seeing a lot of buy side bias and buy side pushing momentum. So I looked for my entry model, and I took it, and it went into profit a little bit and then started consolidating, which is kind of to be expected. It's Monday. It could be a little slow, and the market's just getting established. So I wasn't really too pressed and expecting too much of a push, because the market's just opening up. It's the start of the year, start of the month. So I was just expecting it to be a little slow trade and maybe work its way up towards the end of New York session. But it didn't happen. It ended up consolidating and then just pushing down. And with this one as well, it was a little bit of a larger stop loss, but I think that it was a valid trade, and I just took it. And it ended up being a loss. I could almost see another sell here as well, but I didn't want to just overdo it because it's Monday. I do try to take every valid trade, but by the time I see the sell, it's probably over here in this area, and I don't trade this time frame or this time anymore. So I just went and ignored it and just kept this one, and it hit stop loss. So we had two trades that hit stop loss for today. It's down a little bit on the account. As some of you know, I'm doing a 1K to 10K challenge right now. So this is just a little update on it. And it's easy at this time to just see, okay, I'm down, starting the week down in a hole. It's easy to see or say that, okay, I'm doubting myself, or not feeling the most confident in my strategy. I'm doing something wrong, or trying to adjust how I see everything. But you to constantly remind yourself and go back to your journal and see, okay, what I'm doing is correct. The strategy and the way I trade and the rules I trade is correct. It is going to be profitable and beneficial in the long run. You want to go back and see the numbers you've had, like the win percentages you've had, the amount of money or the win ratio you've had. You want to make sure it's all there. So in my mind, it could have been a little nerve-wracking, and it would have been a few years ago, but I know that I'm just following a system, and I'm just following a set of rules that'll help me to be profitable over a series of trades, not just one, two trades. It is just one day out of the week. Literally, this could all mean nothing tomorrow. I could win 4 or 5 trades tomorrow, and this won't mean anything. I could go break even tomorrow. I could have another losing day tomorrow, but statistically speaking, it should be a better day for me tomorrow, just based on because it's Tuesday, and I typically trade better on Tuesdays, apparently. That's what my journal says. So this is why having a journal is important for those down days. You want to go back and remind yourself you're a really good trader. You've had profit before. You've had executed great trades before. So you just want to be able to say, okay, I can do this. I know this is just one bad day. It's not the whole week. It's not the whole month, not the whole quarter. It's not the whole year. So that's how I just reminded myself, okay, after these 2 trades, it doesn't matter. This is just literally the first day of the week. The whole week is still ahead of me, and it's a lot more moves that'll be available this week. So just getting back into it, it's not the most ideal way to start the week, but it's okay because I did everything I should have done. It just didn't work out in my favor this time. So just knowing that and looking at the next few days, we'll see how my strategy and my system works out in my favor. Of course, this one was a little more nerve-wracking because with the 1 minute trading, the 1 minute, you kind of get used to instant gratification, and so you see, okay, this trade is either going to go up, take profits quick, or down and take profit quick. So that's a muscle you have to train yourself depending on what time frame you choose to trade. So this one took a lot longer. It took about, I guess, 2 or so hours to hit stop loss, and that can be nerve-wracking for some people, but you always want to, unless you have specific rules to close your trades early, you always just want to hold your position, just let it either take profit or hit stop loss, and you should be comfortable with either one. If you're not comfortable with your trade hitting stop loss, then you're probably risking too much, and you need to readjust how much you're risking per trade. So with that, I was very comfortable. Just, okay, it's 2 trades, not the end of the world. My account is not blown. My account is down a little bit because I am risking a little bit more to get to the 10K faster, but it's a calculated risk, and I should be out on top within the week, if not the week, in the month, and definitely by the quarter. It should be a very big margin on which I'm on top by. So with that, I just wanted to talk about the psychology and mindset of going through these trades. I followed my rules. I did nothing wrong. You should be neutral when you're trading. If you win, if you lose, it shouldn't be a downbeat or anything to blow your confidence or make you feel bad or doubt yourself. If you're following your rules and doing everything you're supposed to do, these days can happen. You can have a losing trade, and this isn't the worst losing days. Only 2 losses. It could have been 3, 4, maybe 5 losses, but you do want to make sure you're limiting yourself and understanding where you're at within the week. You don't want to try to dig yourself too much into a hole on a Monday or just early on in the week, and just understand you need to limit yourself whenever you're trading sometimes. Just wait and have some more patience, which I could have done for this first one. I didn't have to try to force it. I don't think it was forced. It was a valid loss, but I probably could have waited for a little more of an ideal setup and an ideal time for my very first trade of the year, at least. And that would have at least put me down just this trade I would have lost, and I would have been down a few less percentage, but it's okay. We'll see what happens the rest of the week, and I'll keep you guys updated and let you guys know how the journeys continue to go. I'll probably try to put a screenshot of the account balance, if not each video, then at least at the end of the week of each video or weekly recap of each video, just to let you guys know what it's at and how the challenge is actually going. So yeah, I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I'm gonna come back with a clean slate. I'll probably try to analyze. I usually try to reanalyze every day I did with a clean slate with a fresh pair of eyes. So what I'll do is I'll clear this out or pull up a blank chart, and I'll go back and analyze it, make sure I'm seeing the exact same thing, or see if I'm seeing something different. I'll try to understand why I'm seeing something different, if there's anything I did wrong. But I've pretty much already done that, and I don't think there's anything I could have done differently besides hold out on the first trade, because I do see a sell potentially and a buy here just based on how I'm trading from the 15-minute, looking at a few confluences, as well as on the 1 minute just seeing a few more confluences. So either way, it's not about, even if I did go outside of my rules, which you probably shouldn't do, if you follow your rules over a series of trades, You'll have some that you lose. You have a losing streak. You have a winning streak. Your wins should outweigh your losses. If I just win one trade tomorrow, it'll counter or it'll cover both of these losses basically. So you just want to make sure to keep that in mind. Be consistent with it. Follow your rules consistently, and you're worried about a series, not one day of trades. You're worried about 100 trades or a quarter of trades, a half a year of trades, or a full year of trades. That's what you're worried about. So this is only one day. Try not to be so zoomed in and micro focused on taking this one loss. Try to expand upon it and just look at the bigger picture. It was one bad day, but look at your track record on your trading journal or your trading position tracker, and just look at how you've done over that, and just look at your percentages and see, okay, I have a profitability or probable cause to believe that my next few trades are going to win. These two losses mean I'm close to my next win. So with that, I'll see you guys tomorrow. If I have any trades, I'll update you then. And yes, thanks for coming on the video. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.